Hello everyone and welcome back to the Catalyst Corner. I had no intentions of doing a video tonight, but because PJET and APTY absolutely took off today after we covered them yesterday, I felt like we had to do an update. We also have one of my favorite tickers, IFAN, take off today with the Catalyst as well. And I also want to give an update on NHMD that we covered yesterday too. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button below, mainly because you can trust me. I'm a doctor. And if you love to slap that ass, then slap that like button below. But as always, if you're a market dumping little,
what did he say?
Then you can hit that dislike button. Let's get into the show. Let's start off with IFAN. I've been talking about in the past few weeks that we did not have the OTC market update on its officers yet. That dropped today, as you can see. We finally got that update on Larry J. Williams II. We also had phone numbers updated. We also had the website updated. And guys, if you go to this website, I've seen people posting this on Twitter today saying, look at this website, that's crazy. This isn't the website. If you see here, it's related searches. We are still waiting for this website to actually update to what we're going to be getting. So don't look at that on Twitter and think, oh, this is crazy, because it's not. That's not actually factual. You got to actually look at the web page to see what you're looking at. So we are still waiting for IFAN Vision to actually come and be public so we can actually see what's going on. And I made this post after market because I found this online as well. If the actual merger is Henningus Automotive, what I found was that they have over $500 million in revenue, which would be a huge merger in the first place. But people started commenting on my post, and this is what they found on an updated, which is founded in 1863. They're a company that produces anti-vibration components. And as you can see down here, the revenue is $2 billion. If that's actual factual and IFAN actually merges with Hennings Automotive, this thing is going to absolutely go through the roof, and my fingers are crossed that this is actually the merger, because I have a lot of shares in IFAN and I'm going to be holding on to them. I'm sure tomorrow there's going to be a lot of flippers that are trying to get their Happy Meals out of IFAN. I'm going to be adding tomorrow as much as I can. Because if this is actually true, this could be the merger of the year in the OTC. Here's my updated chart on IFAN. All of these lines I have not changed from all the other videos that I have done. We had this breakout. We had this channel we were trading in between. We had those breakouts. We had the sell-off. And now we seem to be within this channel. And today when that news dropped on OTC markets, this thing absolutely took off. This thing... The share structure is amazing. So this thing was sitting around the 2.3 cent range when that news came out. We broke 3 cents easy, went all the way up to 3.33-ish, 3.4 maybe. It's hard for me to see. Yeah, 3.4 before we had a big pullback. Once again, we have flippers out here getting their Happy Meals instead of holding for the long run. We still do believe there is a little bit of dilution happening, that IFAN is still getting rid of some of their debt. But that's okay, because if they're going to sell me those shares here, I'll take them, because if that merger is actually true, we're flying to 5 cents in no time, and we could hit 10 cents in no time as well. This thing runs an entire penny within 10 minutes, and sometimes less, as fast as it runs. And this was without a whole lot of volume, just to be honest with you. As you can see, our MACD is actually starting to curl up. We've had this, so I could see IFAN at least continuing to trade within this channel, waiting for a breakout on any kind of catalyst news. Guys, PJET also took off today, and this was the reason it took off. At 8:56 this morning, they put out a news release, PJET, to introduce new technology business direction targeting underserved global market next week. This is supposed to come out on Thursday, October the 21st. And PJET just absolutely took off. There were no pullbacks whatsoever. You could not buy a dip because it just continued to run. I thought PJET and APTY were in a race to 3 cents there for a little while. And I think PJET ended up closing higher than APTY did. Let's take a look at PJET's chart. In the chart for PJET, as you can see, in the video last night, I was telling you that I bought this dip right here at 2 cents. I felt like that was the perfect entry. Sometimes a blind squirrel finds a nut, and I hit that perfectly. This thing absolutely blew through these highs of 2.36 cents. And as I said, you can see it got up to 2.8, and it only pulled back to 2.69 for close. Ended up 30.98% up on the day. So PJET is huge. I expect this thing to continue to run up until Thursday the 21st to see if this merger that everyone is expecting, that OG Tigress has put so much time into, looking into, if they are merging with Modus, or what exactly is occurring between those two, because this could be a huge merger as well. So we're going to keep our eye on PJET for the rest of the weekend to Thursday and see exactly what's coming down the pike. As we talked about last night, APTY had got its attorney letter in place, and so I don't know if that was what caused this today. We have been talking about trading within this channel for the past several weeks. We closed 3 days in a row right here at this top resistance, and then today it just absolutely took off. I honestly think that shorters were trying to short this stock on these days, and there was actually a tweet out there of a guy saying that he was coming for the APTY people because he had lost $7,000 trying to short APTY on this day right here. So I think they got tired of trying to short the stock, so this thing absolutely ran. It did run all the way up to the 2.89 cent mark before it did pull back, so I'm sure there was some shorting going on at these highs. Guys, if you don't think people are shorting every single stock you're in, then you're delirious, because everybody that's buying, there's always somebody that's trying to short you as well. So that is a constant battle. And once these resistance gets broken, that's why they run, because the shorts are now out of their position. They're watching these resistance lines just like we are. We're looking at this, and we're saying, hey, I'm going to buy right here. Shorts are looking right here and say, hey, I'm going to sell and short this because I want to get it back down to here, and then they buy out so that lets it run again. Once it breaks that resistance, that's why you have these huge runs, because the shorts are having to cover, and they're covering their positions, and you have the buying pressure. So APTY absolutely took off. We'll have to wait and see tomorrow what the price action is, but I look for APTY now to find a new base and a new channel, and we could be trading in a whole nother channel up through here. APTY has a lot of news coming out. It still has got to wait to get pink current. That is another catalyst coming up for it. Keep APTY on your watch list. The last ticker is NHMD. As I talked about last night, we were sitting in this area right here, and I told you I was going to buy it open, which I did. This thing ran up to 1.05 cents before it absolutely got hammered back down. I think there's a lot of manipulation that was going on. They did not want this thing closing over 1 cent today for whatever reason, but that's okay, because as I said yesterday, worst case scenario, in my opinion, we continue to trade in this ascending triangle, and this thing is going to break out, in my opinion, on the news that's coming out. We expect news possibly tomorrow, possibly Monday, that could send this thing running. Today was a fantastic day. I was waiting for NHMD. It was the only one of my tickers that didn't run. I had one of the best days trading that I've had. So I'm going to keep an eye on NHMD. I'm holding my shares and going to wait for this thing to run as well. Guys, that's going to do it for the video tonight. Once again, if you enjoyed the video, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like button. And also, if you've stuck around to the end of this video, I appreciate everybody that put in the comments last night, everyone that watched to the end of the show. If you did that again on this one, please put down in the comments your favorite animal so that people have no clue what we're talking about. You're the real OGs. I appreciate you staying to the end, and I hope you're all making money. Until next time, we'll see you in the next show.